Hey, hello, and welcome to the show. It's me, JP, and it is time for this week's episode of JP's Product Pick of the Week. And I am so happy to have you all here with me today. And by all of you, I mean, well, everyone watching, as well as the people over in our YouTube chat. Hello, Gary T., Sarah Pierce, Dave Odessa, nice to see you all. As well as the Discord chat. So if you're wondering about all of the chat, if you're somewhere over on, let's say, I don't know, Twitch or Facebook, and there doesn't seem to be much of a chat going on, then I recommend you check out our, I'm having trouble dragging the window bigger so that I can show it, our Discord chat, which is over on adafruit.it/Discord. This is it right here. Oh no, it broke. Okay, I had to relaunch and I broke some things. So why don't I fix some things here for a moment? Here we go. Not just an echo fractal of me, but instead, let me bring up that Discord page. We may have some of these other windows coming up weird, so let's, I'll go through and fix them. Yeah, everything came crashing down right before broadcast time. Here we go. Here's the Discord. Right there. That's what it looks like, including a Photoshop. Thanks. Thank you, DJ Devon3, for the... I can't read what that says. Time is a construct. That's right, time is a construct. Whoop displays, says Toddbot. You betcha. So I'm going to check. Yeah, that camera's good. This view... Oh, yes, it is. That's a little a spoiler there for what we're going to be looking at here today. Let me get that off the screen there. Sorry if you were waiting for the big reveal. Okay, good. A lot of these cameras are working. My broadcast software got a little wonky. So here's the deal. I'm going to show you a product pick. You'll be able to buy it for half off today with no coupon code necessary. You'll just go to the URL that I'll show you in a second here. Maximum of 10 per customer. Just throw them in your cart and buy them before the show's end, because this one is a limited time offer. It just happens during the live stream. But you can watch the live stream inside of the product page. So if you want to, I encourage you to jump on over there using that QR code or this URL right here. That'll take you to the product page. And below the main section in the product page, you'll see a YouTube link or a YouTube embed, actually. And you can watch the show from right in there if you like to. And I will tell you all about it in a second, but first let me have Lady Ada jump back in time. We've actually got a much newer version than what she's going to show, but let's jump back to the original. Here it is. Take it away, Lady Ada.
1.5-inch TFT displays. This is not a composite image. That's actually a photo of what the TFT looks like, which is pretty good for a low-cost TFT display. Showing AdaBot, and I'll have that demo running. And I've got it just running on a Metro. Over? Yeah. Let me see. I think it goes this way around. So we've updated this to be, it's still 1.54 inch. It's still 240 by 240 IPS display. So it looks great, and it has great angle visibility as well. We added a TE pin. So a lot of people wanted a Tear Enable output. There is now a pin you can access for the TE output. It's the same chipset and size as before. However, the screen, we did have to move the holes a little bit to make room for this slightly different size screen. So the physical shape has changed, but the code is identical. So you can use this wherever you'd like with your ST7789, works with our GFX library and in CircuitPython as well.
Yes, indeed it is. And hey, look. This is it right here. I'm going to reveal it in dramatic fashion because I resurrected my little Lego revealer-o-matic. It doesn't go up high enough. Dum, 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 dum. Here it is. That's the product pick of the week this week. It is the 1.54-inch 240 by 240 IPS TFT display with MicroSD breakout and EYESPI connector. Wow, that's a mouthful. But in fact, I think it says all of those things right on the back there. Let me bring up that image. It's easier for you to see. So This is a gorgeous display. It's square, 240 by 240. It is packed. It's really dense, 240 by 240 pixels in a pretty small space. It's 1.54-inch diagonal. And as you can see on the back here, it is connected directly to the board, and then it also has this similar looking connector there. It's a flexible ribbon connector. We call it EYESPI. It allows you to connect that up to any of our microcontrollers using this little breakout. So we just plug those two ends into each other, and then this is broken out for the SPI. That's how it connects up to your microcontroller, so it can run real fast. You can see here we have pins in case you want to solder this down and do direct connections, but I really love using that flexible connector. It also has a MicroSD card on the back there, which you can use for storing images, bitmaps, things like that for your project, depending on how you're using things. It's a 16-bit full-color display. It uses the ST7789 driver, and we have a great library for that to use in CircuitPython and in Arduino. Really easy to use. Runs on 3.3 or 5-volt logic. And what I'd love to do is, first of all, take you over to the product page here. So let's jump to this view. And you can see if you head over to this product page, it's product 3787. It's on 50% off discount right now during the show. So $8.75 you can get one of these beautiful displays. Really easy to interface with your projects. And if you scroll down here, first of all, you can see some nice demos here, both animated and still images, text, graphics, sine waves, oscilloscopes, graphs, all kinds of things that you can do on this display. And if you scroll a little further down, you'll see we've got a link down here, I've already got it brought up, to the product Learn Guide. So this actually applies to both our 1.3 and our 1.54-inch 240 by 240 displays. Notice it says wide viewing angle. These have a really nice, a lot of LCDs, you will turn them just a little bit and it starts to get a little hazy and hard to look at. This one has a really nice viewing angle on it. We have the pinout diagram here on the second page. That'll tell you everything you need to know. This is actually the same as the previous revision there, the one that you see with the blue PCB, except for the addition of the breakout for EYESPI, which makes it so much easier to interface with. And that tells you all of the breakout pins and how they're used. Here's a little info about EYESPI, how to hook that up. And then we have examples and wiring, code and wiring diagrams for using it with both Arduino and CircuitPython. Here's a nice little Display.io quick start for using it. I wanted to show you a little demo I made of using it with the really cool brand spanking new GIF.io library, which is animated GIF support inside of CircuitPython. So let me jump back over to this camera here, and I'm going to put that away and let me move into view here. I've got one of our beautiful little 1.54-inch 240 displays there in my little Lego guy's cinema. I guess he's got a huge monitor. I don't know. He can watch here, but you can see I've got little lo-fi hip-hop girl action and her cat playing on there. That's the GIF running with direct blitting to the screen, so really nice and smooth. You can see the beautiful colors and resolution. Let me see if I can get a little closer there and just check my focus. That focus looks pretty good, actually. I'll leave that alone. Yeah, that's nice and sharp. So you can see there, that is just a gorgeous looking display. And as I mentioned, viewing angles. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Look how great that looks. Let me shade it from any light there. Look how great that looks even at indirect oblique kinds of angles and dead on. It all looks really good. So I want to show you the code here. If I jump over to this view of my code window here in Sublime. Let me bring that up one second. It's hiding from me. Where are you? There you are. So you can see here I'm doing pretty typical library imports. I've got the GIF.io library in here. I've got struct, which I need. I'm using the ST7789 library here. I've got SPI set up here, so I'm using on this RP2040 Feather that I have it running on. I'm using pins 25 and 24 for the CS and DC pins. Display is being set up with 240, 240 as the resolution. Row start of 80. This just varies by display. Some of them want to start kind of off the visible display, higher or lower. So this one starts at a row start of 80, which I then use that to center the image. And then I'm doing this on-disk GIF equals GIF.io on-disk GIF, and then I'm selecting something from the CircuitPy drive. I've got another one on here. This is the Max Headroom GIF that I worked on with Phil B. He made a GIF of this, even though he has it running in real time on his DVI Pico madness. But here it is as just a little GIF, so our little guy can watch that GIF there. And so you can see it's really easy to load up a GIF, save it. I'm not doing anything fancy here like cycling through them, but you can. You could also use a button or something like that, or give your little Lego guy a remote control so they can page through some GIFs. And then this is, you can see here, to get this running really fast, I'm using this direct display bus method here. So display bus, and then I'm setting up with these little magical calls, 42, 43, 44, where the bitmap is horizontally and vertically, and displaying that. And then I've also got some code here that's used to kind of clean up your memory in case you're running through multiple GIFs, even though I'm not in this case. So let me show that once again in full screen, just because it looks so darn good. Beautiful display, and you can see here I've just got that sort of neatly tucked in among some Lego bricks there, but we also do have mounting holes on there which make it really easy to mount into a project enclosure or a faceplate. And you can see there's actually a little bit of space there, so if you want, you can use your mounting and even a small nut behind the panel and just have a matted cutout for the display there. Oh, I've got it upside down actually. And in code, you can rotate things. So if you wanted to run it this way, just for mounting purposes, that's fine too. This is a square display, so it kind of really doesn't matter. But any of our displays, you can in code tell it one of the 4 north, south, east, west types of rotation directions there that you want. So let's see, what else do we have? That is the thrust of it. Let me bring up, in case anyone has any questions, over in, take that out of the way, over in Discord. There, and sorry, my software's getting slow. Let me know if that's hiccuping at all on your end. Tackle the world. Your Lego guy has a gallon of coffee. It's true. Look at this guy. Let me switch to this camera view. I don't remember when or where I got this minifig. He also has a little laptop, but I think he's probably meant to be computer programmer. But yeah, at Lego scale, mug is, geez, how about, what is that, like 48 ounces to scale of coffee? Go easy, guy. Let's see, what else? Good angle view demo. Yeah, look at that. Going back. This is the star of the show right here, is this beautiful display. So look at that at angles. And also, by the way, I can't remember if this is, I think this is okay to hot swap. So what I'll do, just watch this for a second. I'm gonna just remove a couple of Lego tiles so that I can get at the EYESPI connector. So I've just removed the little ribbon connector there. And I'm gonna plug this new display in. So you can see here, I'll take my ribbon connector, pop that in. I know it's not a great angle to see it, but I've just shoved that in and clipped the little clips down. So here's the other end. This will be a little more visible. Sorry, Lego guy. So I'm just gonna place that blue side up. The contacts are on the bottom. You can even see the little lights starting to blink on there. Did it like it? It didn't like it. Let's see, do I need to reset? There we go. It just did some funny things. It's a little restart. There we go. So you can see it running there on that gorgeous, gorgeous display. And actually, I've got battery power. I can unplug. I've got battery power on this feather, and I can pull this apart fully. So you can see there, I've got a feather plugged into a little feather tripler with my EYESPI board on there, and then the flexible display. So now, this is fully mobile. So you can see it right there. Actually, that makes a nice little visual for our outro on that. Before I go, though, let's see, any other questions? No, don't hot swap, says ToddBot. Too late. It didn't work, but you're trying to stop me from doing the dumb things. But they're the fun, exciting dumb things. All right, I think that's going to do it, though. So that's my product pick of the week this week. It is the 1.54-inch 240 by 240 IPS TFT LCD display breakout with EYESPI and MicroSD card. And that is going to do it for this week's episode of JP's Product Pick of the Week. Don't forget to head right on over to that URL to get it half off. Incredible. Half off pricing right there. That's not it. That's the Learn Guide. Right there, $8.75 will do it for this beautiful display. This is, I think, the third revision of this. We started off, then Limor started off with the board, then added some features to the board, then added this great EYESPI connector to the board, which means all of our plugging, all of our power, all of our data. I believe we even can get, on some boards, we don't have a breakout on this one, but we can get our I2C over that. So I love that ribbon cable. It takes care of everything for you. Did I already say goodbye? Yeah, so thanks everyone for stopping by. For Adafruit Industries, I'm John Park, and this has been JP's Product Pick of the Week.